people into the same room that comes from completely different environments. Politicians, slum dwellers, officials, academics, and they have been talking to each other not for 20 minutes, for 3 days. And how often does that happen? How often have you, Swedish politicians, had the opportunity to, in peaceful environments, sit and talk to these people? How often have you, from Malawi, been able to travel somewhere and explain your difficulties and hear, make sure that someone actually listens to what you're saying? So I think that's also an achievement. But I think the best achievement is actually that you have focused on urban issues. Because it has been said, but I have to repeat that, the whole world is urbanizing at a horrible speed, and no one seems to care. Either it is a horrible problem, but I think it's actually the solution. But still, no one cares. I said that when I talked the first day, that urbanization is 200,000 people per day. Half of that is slum. And no one seems to react. But you have reacted. You have put the finger on the fact that urbanization is something that everyone has to relate to. Better than what we are doing. There are some articles, there are some people, and maybe there is a conference now and then. But it's very little done for all these people that is sitting here talking about what's happening to Kibera. 700,000 people who lives in horrible condition. Nothing is happening. And you've put the finger on that. So thank you for that.
A short reflection out of the discussions and the big pictures outside here is that I think that these informal cities have a better chance, a better opportunity for the future to be the solution for how to build the sustainable world or the sustainable cities. There is a better chance to develop these cities than to change or rebuild our ordinary suburbs of Stockholm or Madrid or Buenos Aires. And so I think we must be a little hopeful too.
In the name of all artists and architects, I would like to thank you all very, 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 very much for coming and being part of this event of brotherhood. We are very thankful for your presence. Thank you. Thank you.
Seconding Thomas's comments. Are you hearing me? Yeah. Other than seconding Thomas's comments, the best thing of this event for me was the experience that you've created where all of us could listen. This is quite unique, and I think it's something that we knew we should be doing, but until you actually see it in practice, I think it's hard to appreciate what value it has. Thank you very much.
I think it's important to remember that although we have heard a lot about problems and difficulties and miserable conditions that people experience in slums all over the world, this meeting here has been more than that. It has shown that there are solutions to these problems also, because the people coming here from different parts of the world, living in slum areas, they have shown that they are able to change the realities and they know what is needed to do. So it's not only hope. We can really see there is options, possibilities, and the future.
I would like to say also thanks to all the people here that has been coming, and it's so nice to see people from so different areas coming here together. And when I started, I was working with a film, which you saw on Saturday. And then we got in contact with Maria and all the people from the Royal Academy of Art. And we found that there was more people interested in the same issues. And then all of you are here together from different areas, which is so nice, and I'm very happy that all of you are here. And I hope that we also have found some good connections, created new networks, maybe some small pilot projects, and that, you know, Swedes are very famous for being silent. And I hope, not the Swedish people, I mean, but I hope that the politicians that have been here today also raise their voices on the international agenda and also on a national level.
With this open session, it was mostly women, or as we learned, well-organized men who spoke. And now in the closing session, until now, it's only been men. So I would like to, in the name of gender equality, invite and encourage the well-organized men to also to speak.
That's because he spoke about brotherhood, so the sisterhood is silent.
Yeah, maybe then we should grab the microphone.
To say something about the funding of the whole project from the beginning. And it's been a collaboration between us from the Royal University College of Fine Arts and SIDA and Thomas Melin have been a great, not only the person who been the one who managed to support this whole thing, but also became a very good friend. And there was a lot of knowledge at SIDA Urban that we really, at the beginning, said, we don't really need to take in all this, but after one meeting after the other, we realized that this is so good, not just learning from the federations, but also to have the experience from SIDA Urban has been very useful. Also, the funding comes from CLIF, which is, well, you can ask Thomas about all the details on how this is organized. But I want to mention this money was not taken from the SIDA to, which should otherwise have gone to a poor area, but money that was supposed to work in new.
I would also like to say something, as in, I'm very happy to be here, as my friend Raphael always says, not every day people will come from all the way from Informal City back home in Kenya to Stockholm to talk about what they do on a daily basis. And more so, I would like to say that I'm very happy. All of you are very friendly people, like I was sometimes like a brain. But it's very, very, very nice. The organizers, we would like to say thank you for organizing this. It's my hope now that when I go back home, I will also have informal cities in Kenya, like where all the slums from Kenya will come and will sit down and share their experiences. So that's something very good. And also another dream that has come true for me is to sit down with politicians and talk about my experiences. So I hope I'll also have that back home. Thank you very much.
Watch out, the women have started. First of all, on behalf of SDI, I want to say that this has been an extraordinary experience because it's been an amazing partnership. Like Maria says, one never knows where this will go, how it will evolve, what will happen. But it doesn't matter because we've all developed relationships and friendships. And I meet so many people that I met in other events. And the important thing is that we maintain the relationships that we have developed and we learn from each other. One of the follow-ups that I and the Indian group are hoping to do is that in the work that we are doing in Dharavi, we're hoping that we will come to a milestone where we begin an agreement between the communities and the government. And when that happens, we hope to have such an event in Bombay, in Dharavi. And that's something we don't know whether it will happen or when it will happen, but we want it to happen. And when you want something to happen, it happens. So there is some follow-up.